Good afternoon and welcome. This is our spring campus forum for the MSU web developers community for advising, facilitating, and enabling, or WebDev we try to have these once a semester. We have regular monthly meetings and a listserv and all the rest of that. I'm not going to go into a great detail about that, but if you want to know more, you can approach me. I suspect most of you are probably on our list already, though. I do want to welcome you. This is going to be an interesting afternoon for us. After our first forum in the fall, we had quite a number of different topics. We decided that it would be very useful to try to shoot at a little more depth than breadth in this session. And so we decided to focus on a single theme. And today's forum will be specifically about video on the web. There are, as I have learned in the discussions leading up to this forum, a lot of different controversies, a lot of different positions and perspectives on how to go about best utilizing video for web, and we're going to hear a number of different perspectives today. Our speakers today, and they'll be coming in an order that's laid out on the flyer if you had a chance to see it, but James White will open us from International Studies and Programs. We'll then hear from folks from WKR and Broadcasting Services, Doug Schrems and Bill Richards. We're going to try to have about a 20-minute break after Doug and Bill have spoken. One of the things we heard from our membership is that folks really value an opportunity to do some networking amongst themselves. So when we get to that point, after Bill and Doug have finished, we can head outside here, and there's a table that'll be set up with coffee and bottled water. And I invite you to enjoy that and have conversation, and let's learn about each other and what we can learn from each other. Then we'll round back in here after about 20 minutes and get started again. The speakers then will be Kevin Epling and Al Marino from University Relations, followed by Jiechen Chen and Sean Leahy from Virtual University Design and Technology. At the end of that, we will go to a panel discussion. We'll have all of our speakers sit here. Any controversies that have come up, any questions that you have, comments, pushback, poll, it's all open at that point. We'll have a wide open discussion at that time. James will speak for about 15 minutes. Each of the other speakers will do about 30, just to give you a sense of the time. We aim to be wrapped up at 5 o'clock. I want to say a special thanks to a few groups. Certainly all of our speakers today and the units that they represent. Also, I'd like to thank Broadcasting Services for making this wonderful facility available to us. When we discussed having this session, one of the things everybody agreed on was it would be ridiculous to have a program on video on the web and not actually record it and then later put it on the web. So that's the reason we're here, the reason we're using this facility. And we really thank the folks from Broadcasting Services for making that possible. I'd also like to thank our friends from Big B. There'll be Big B coffee out in the lobby. That was donated by Big B. I'd like to thank my own office, University Outreach and Engagement, and the many people there who spend time doing things like making flyers and calling to see if we can get coffee and things like that. And as always, our thanks to the Office of Libraries, Computing, and Technology and Vice Provost Dave Gift for sponsoring the CAFÉ. Welcome. And with that, James.